What's up, guys and gals? I've noticed an increase in ladies watching my channel here lately, so thank you, everybody. I can't believe how much engagement my channel's been getting here lately. Like, share, subscribe, watch as much content as you can. I'm monetized now, but I'm not getting paid, so the more of my content you watch, the more I'm gonna possibly be getting paid in the future. So really appreciate it. But today we're going to talk about the 1965 El Camino I got, why I got it. Why is El Camino? What is El Camino? Some of you may not have even ever seen an El Camino other than just in passing, and have always wondered, what the heck is that funny car truck thing? My girlfriend, she calls them the mullet of muscle cars, and she's kind of not wrong. Watch. Come with me and I'll show you why. So, up front here, we have the profile of a 1965 Chevy Malibu, aka the precursor to the Chevelle, which, beautiful cars. I mean, I'd love to have a Malibu. They're awesome. But I got this instead, and I'll go into why here in a minute. But we're still into the what's. So, let's say it's 1965 and you don't want a giant truck, but you don't want anything foreign, but you need something more practical than a car, and you don't want a four-door either. So what do? You get the El Camino, which is the best of both worlds. So not only do you have party in the front, you got business in the back over here for hauling whatever you need. In this case, it's a bunch of junk, and probably about to be more. So, back in those days, they really didn't have mini trucks. S10s, Ford Rangers, stuff like that. It really wasn't a thing back then. They weren't in existence, those poor people. I mean, and if you guys know on this channel, you can already see I like mini trucks. And as a matter of fact, well, yeah, we'll go into that right now. My original S10 that I was saving up for was gonna be a red S10 pickup truck. I didn't even want a Blazer to begin with. But when I was hunting for an S10, a V8 swapped S10, there was these Wheels for You magazines in the area where I lived, and there was that red one. It had been in there for months and months, and I finally saved up all the money, and I got the newest edition of the magazine from the convenience store, and it was gone. The one I wanted so bad was gone, but this one was there. This Blazer was there for about $700 less than the little truck that I was going to get, which, to be fair, it already had a 9-inch installed, and I think I probably would have done a little better with the truck, but the guy agreed to deliver it to me from Wichita to Liberal, Kansas, trailered it right to me. I gave him his asking price, and I daily drove the thing for almost 3 years, so, I really love mini trucks, but I can't do this one right now just yet, because there's a lot of work to do to it that I need this for, which is now why we're going to get into the whys instead of the whats. So, in doing all this, I'm going around and I'm hauling stuff like this rear end here that I was going to use for my Blazer, but I'm just going to go, full 9-inch now, which you guys are probably going to see more videos of me pulling one of the junkyard and fixing it up and doing all that. But that's I'll talk about that video in another video for the Blazer. But I just couldn't keep doing that to my little Honda out there, so I had to get something that, it was old enough and, enough of a classic to where, it was something that I enjoyed working on, I enjoyed looking at, something that would be good for my channel and practical, because it has the pickup bed, and I'm going to do probably like a little 5.3 swap on it with overdrive transmission. It'll have fuel injection, the overdrive, aluminum heads. It'll have all of that. Things that I'd spend another $5,000 outfitting a regular small block with. I'm just going to go pay $500 at the pull it myself, and drop in as close to stock as possible engine. I'll probably just do like, the VATs and the EGR delete. But other than that, I'm just going to try and keep everything as stock as possible to make maintenance, worry and hassle free. Because with the stock 5.3, there will be plenty of room under the hood. It'll basically be just like having a little 327 in there, about what it came with. Well, this one came with a 283, but you know what I'm saying. And as far as parts go, I just went to the West 29th Street Auto here in Pueblo, and if you guys have been to that yard, it's pretty good, but they had another El Camino just about this year, and I'm going to rob a bunch of good parts for it, or off of it, for this one. So I'm going to get all the hinges I need for my tailgate, my hood. I'm going to get underhood, like AC components, probably snag another heater core. Basically anything that I can get off of it that I'm missing from this, I'm getting it. I'll probably pull, actually, the new front fender, since this fender's a little crunched, and then I'll have an uncrunched fender on this side right off the bat. So there's a lot of good parts in that junkyard that I'm going to be pulling for this. And then I found a guy on Facebook who he's got the glass, he's got the tail lights, front and back and side glass tail lights, and probably whatever other little knickknacks I need to really get this thing going and make it look like a car again, like an actual running, driving car. Because right now, people look at this and be like, oh, yeah, wow, that's pretty rough, eh? But if I can get all those parts for it again, it'll look pretty decent, So I'm super excited for that. And then any other little stuff, like, shocks for the underneath, little rubber doodads and stuff. I'm just going to Rock Auto all that, because it's super cheap on Rock Auto. It'd be nice to get a sponsorship from them. Hint, hint. So that's the basic plans and the what's and the whys behind this El Camino. I bought it for practical purposes and to give everybody on this channel something cool to look at. I really appreciate all the God, I can't talk today. All the user engagement and everybody, being real encouraging about this. I wish you guys would subscribe and watch as much content as you can, because the more content you watch, the more ads I get paid from, and the bigger the budget that we'll be able to have for doing not only that one, but both of these vehicles. And, I'd like to see these vehicles get built, and I think other people out there might like to see them get built. So I really appreciate all you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and y'all have a good day.